This is Joe again with another review. And some time ago, I had done a review of a children's show that aired, well, used to air here in New York City, locally here in New York City, um, called The Magic Wand. And it ran from 1972 to 1984. Now, I'm not going to go over that review, so check the review out. But for this video, this particular review, on this video, I'm going to do a review of a Christmas show that they did. Back in 1981 called Magic on Christmas. Now, at the time that the show was made, it was at the height of Magic on airing on television. Even though technically they only made 54 episodes and they continually ran it, they aired it for 72 and 73, and maybe into 1974. They filmed all 54 episodes already. But for several years, they kept airing these shows. I guess Channel 11, WPIX, Channel 11 here in New York, which produced and ran and broadcast the shows, decided to make a Christmas show. Because they figured, oh, it'd be a good idea to have a Christmas show. So, which they did, and they made this, originally aired in 1981. And an interesting thing, excuse me for my sinuses, and eventually, sorry about this, folks. For several years, the show was, lost because they lost the tape of the show. And in 2013, they were like renovating the building which Channel 11 is in. And for those of you who want to know what Channel 11 is, on 2nd Avenue and 42nd Street, they were like renovating the building, and they found this room that had been sealed. The seal was torn down, and they found it was an abandoned room full of videotapes. It's kind of like a storage room or something. And they found old videotapes, which the shows were broadcast on, at the time this room was sealed up. And one of the tapes that was found was the so-called Lost Christmas Special, Magic Wand Christmas Show, and the tape was still in pretty good shape. And when it was found in 2013, so they decided to digitize and put it on a digital format, and they decided to broadcast the show on Christmas Day 2013. And this is like now we're 2015. This is the third year in a row that the show is here. It just aired the other day, and so I'm doing a review on it. I know I didn't do it sooner, but I'm going to do it now. The Magic on Christmas special, like I said, originally aired in 1981, and now it's been put back. Sorry about all this, folks. Has been brought back on television, and of course, this was a 1-hour show, and was hosted by the creators of the Magic Wand, Carol Demas and Paula Janice, who were like lifelong friends, and they taught school for a while in New York City. And they got together and they created the show, and Channel 11 liked both of them enough, and they decided to get on the shop for the show. And while the show was still airing, they made this Christmas show. And as a Christmas show, it was alright. I mean, it doesn't hold up to the classic of the animated shows that I previously done a whole bunch of videos on. But I mean, it holds up. I mean, it's a very simplistic show because it's probably for real young kids, like 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old kids. But it is, to me, it still holds up. It's still entertaining. It's not overly dramatic or Christmas angle or anything else. But still because I used to watch the show every day when I was a kid. So I still gonna like the show. Still gonna like the two performers, and they're terrific. And occasionally, the student in the New York City area, they still occasionally perform throughout the year, kind of a couple of times a year. So it's still, it's still fun to watch these two ladies. Well, both of them were class acts, but I never met them in person. I've seen them in interviews, and they're both classy ladies. And of course, course, the episode itself was supposed to be about Christmas time, and they both were decorating the magic wand, and that's how the episode starts off. And then they decided to uh, show, and they have two puppets on the show. One is Sherlock the squirrel, and the other one is Flapper the bird. And Sherlock says, "Oh, I got an idea. Why don't we go looking for a Christmas tree?" They go to this farm where they sell Christmas trees, and they're all looking around for Christmas trees. And not only that, but Carol and Paula decide to have fun in the lawn in this. They're going in this farm, and they're performing a couple of songs. Paula was always playing guitar, and Carol would sing along with whatever songs they're playing. And you see Carol's brother Alex, who played the banjo and other instruments for the music for the show. But for the banjo going, you actually see him for the first time. You never saw him on the show, but you heard him playing music behind the scenes. So the first time you see Carol's brother on the show. It was kind of fun to get, the first time you ever see an actual guy on the show. Uh, because most of the time it's just Carol and Paula on camera. Anyway, you see them playing around in this farm, rolling down a hill, doing all types of different races down this hill on this farm, and then of course they finally found a Christmas tree. Seen all that, and of course they brought it to the magic wand and they decorate that. Meanwhile, on the second half of the show, they go back to the old format that made the show so popular. They were singing songs. They did a bit called a story box, where they told children's fables and other children's stories. And the story they told in this show was the grasshopper and the ant. How the ant was preparing for food for the winter time, and the grasshopper wasn't. And the grasshopper was played by Cal, and the ant was played by Paula. And you see Paula preparing for the winter during the summer, and while the grasshopper wanted to play. And then, of course, when winter comes, of course, the grasshopper has no food for the whole winter. So you had, you should always prepare, and there's a time for playing, and there's a time to prepare, and you'd rather be preparing and not playing. That was the moral for that lesson. And of course, and the funny thing is, they don't perform any real Christmas songs on the show. You expect two performers like Cal and Paula to perform a Christmas song, and they don't do it. Don't expect any Christmas songs on this particular special because they don't do it. But which is kind of a neat thing to see. I mean, it is Christmas themed, but they don't perform any Christmas songs, which is kind of nice to kind of refreshing to see something like that on a Christmas show with no Christmas songs. But anyway, they do have a Christmas party. They do celebrate with Sherlock and Flapper. And of course, there's constantly sometimes he has snow on the magic tree, deciding to put tricks on throughout the show and dumping snow on their heads, on Cal and Paula's heads. And of course, all of a sudden, poof, the whole magic wand is now magically, through the magic of television, of course, magically, the whole wand is now decorated. And the Cal and Paula are still wearing the usual clothes they've been wearing throughout pretty much the whole show, in these beautiful dresses. And I mean, they look terrific. I mean, there's long gowns and long skirts and everything else. And they really look terrific. I mean, it looks like something from a something you see from a fair, like a medieval fair. Instead of a Christmas special themed dresses. But both ladies look terrific. I mean, both of them were beautiful ladies back in the day. So it's great to see them wearing dresses, which you never see on the course of the television series. You never see them in dresses. Yeah, I don't even remember ever seeing them wearing shorts. But anyway, they had a big song in the end, and it is a beautiful song they performed in the end. Was called "Thank You for Your Love," and you see Carol's brother Alex goes behind the magic tree and comes out the other side wearing a Santa Claus suit. So you see Santa Claus there, or Alex dressed up as Santa Claus, and you also see two puppets also dressed up like Santa. Sherlock and Flapper dressed up as Santa Claus as well. And it really was a nice it was a nice end to a nice special that doesn't overdo it with the religion angle, doesn't overdo it with the Christmas angle. Uh, but it is a nice, decent, hot Christmas special, and it's fun for the whole family. And especially, it's fun for people like me, of my age, of my generation, who remember watching this show. Because people my age can say go back and maybe order the DVDs on the Carol and Paula website called carolandpaula.com. That's Carol with an E, and you spell out the word and A and D. Carolandpaula.com, and you order maybe DVDs from the Magic Wand shows. Now I don't know if the Christmas show they put that on DVD yet. That I don't know. Uh, to be honest with you, I don't know. But the show itself is still. It's good for what it was, and it's entertaining for what it was, and I just find it entertaining. I still find the Magic Wand show entertaining to this day because it teaches kids lessons and all that stuff. Well, and it is slightly better than what Sesame Street is today. I mean, you can't even compare it. Sesame Street today is lousy. Sesame Street that was there when I know I can't compare Magic Wand to Sesame Street, but the Sesame Street that I grew up watching was a thousand times better than what it is now. Because I happened to tune in on and it was today, um, like a year ago, and I thought it was lousy. The way it is. The Magic Wand holds up because it was good. It was good, it was entertaining. It's also one of the few children's shows that did not appear on PBS, on a uh, public broadcasting service. It didn't air on there, it aired on a non PBS station. And that makes it unique. Because you don't have children's shows on television, on regular television today, other than on PBS. Because now when you have, at the time that the Magic Wand is on, you have either local news. It isn't just in New York. It's probably all over the country, but all over the United States. But here you have local news for two channels, two separate channels. You have about 3 episodes of Maury Povich. You have maybe 2 hours of Jerry Springer. You have Steve Wilkos show on. You have crap, and you have 2 episodes of People's Court that airs every day, and it's an hour show. I mean, and no one against People's Court, but you have these shows on every day. You don't have these types of children's shows today. You can't. They don't broadcast it. They don't get it, and children don't watch this stuff because whether you either watch cable or stuff like Cartoon Network or cable. That's why you don't have Saturday morning cartoons anymore because of cable today. Uh, but shows like Magic Going, I don't think you can make a show like that today. And if you want to know why, you can check out my Magic Wand review, and you see why I can go into more detail there. But the Magic Wand Christmas show is pretty damn good for what it was. I still recommend it if you haven't uh, caught it this past weekend. Suggest you try and catch it. Maybe it's on. I'm not sure if it's uploaded on YouTube. I don't know. To be honest with you guys, uh, but I suggest you look it up and maybe it's there. Maybe somebody uploaded it. So that's my review of the Magic Wand Christmas show. Please click on the video. Please rate it. Feel free to comment on. Please subscribe to my channel and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can also check out all my reviews not only on my YouTube channel, but also on my it's not my website. I was about to say my website, but it's not my website. You can also check it out on rallyc.com. It's OWDY, rallyc.com. It's a homepage of the Rally Reviewer. You can see my videos on there. Plus the reviews of TV Trash, which is Christine Moore. This is thing, the TV Trash. As a matter of fact, on the day you're doing this video, he just posted a video of a Charlie Brown Christmas. So I suggest you check that out today, or sometime before Christmas, because he does a great job with those Peanuts reviews he does, plus all the other TV trash videos he's done. He's done a great job on that. And also you check out all the content on his website as well. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.